Hello and welcome to the Gig House Kitchen, where today I'll be showing you a super easy recipe for cheesy garlic bread. It's the perfect side to pizza, lasagna, soup, or even a tasty summer salad. So, without further ado, let's get down to it. As always, we'll start with the ingredients. For these baguettes, we'll be needing 600 grams of strong bread flour, 7 grams of active dry yeast, 1 teaspoon of salt, 450 ml of warm water, about 50 grams of any butter of your choosing, about 100 grams of cheese, here I have a block of strong cheddar, and finally a head of garlic. Not sure you'll be kissing anyone after this one. So first up, we're going to make our baguettes. Here in my mixing bowl I have my bread flour, and to that I add my salt. Then I stir them together with the handle of my wooden spoon. This is a variation on the recipe by the channel Voila Voila, whose video I'll link down below if you want to check him out. I highly recommend this recipe, it works really well and is really simple. So next I add in my active dry yeast and then I add my warm water, stirring the mix with my wooden spoon handle. As always, I add my water in stages to avoid adding too much. Once the mixture is combined and there is no dry flour left in my bowl, I cover my bowl with a clean tea towel and I leave it to proof overnight. That's right, no kneading, nada. You just stir and go. 8 or so hours later, boom! Look at that, what a nice thing to wake up to. Next, I dust my clean worktop with a lot of flour and then I pour my mixture out. I don't want to knock the air out of this, so I carefully shape the dough. And then I slice the dough into 4 equal sized loaves, making sure to keep my hands and knife well floured to prevent them sticking. Next, I move my baguettes onto a well-lined baking sheet. Here, you need to be super confident because bread can smell fear. You've just got to go for it. Pick up the loaves and quickly drop them onto the tray. You can reshape them once they're in place. Now I'm going to bake these on the bottom shelf of my oven for 20 to 25 minutes at 220 degrees centigrade, which is about 428 degrees Fahrenheit or gas mark 7. There, nice and toasty. Let's leave these to cool off on a wire rack while we get on with the next bit. So here I have some garlic, which I'm going to roast. To roast garlic, you just want to cut the top off the bulb and then wrap it in tin foil. I bake this at 180 degrees Celsius, which is about 356 degrees Fahrenheit or gas mark 4, for about 30 minutes. Once the garlic is softened, I wait for it to cool down a bit and then squeeze the cloves into my butter. Then I stir the garlic into the butter. You don't need to chop it as it should just mix right in. Okay, we're on the home stretch. Here you'll see I've sliced my baguettes Hasselback style, making sure not to cut all the way through the loaf. Then, using a knife, I butter the bread with my garlic butter and then tuck some slices of cheese between the segments, although the cheese is totally optional. The great thing about this recipe is it's super easy to freeze for later. Literally just throw it into some Tupperware and freeze it and it should be good for 3 months. But these right here are ready for the oven. So I bake them at 180 degrees Celsius for 10 more minutes or until the cheese is nice and melted. Okay, let's see how it looks. There you have it, cheesy garlic bread steaming and ready for a perfect family dinner. Thank you for joining us. If you liked this video, don't forget to like and subscribe. See you next time on the Gig House Kitchen. Bye.